funny though how it's like, okay, I was in jail for murdering a guy, and JK's like, no problem. He's okay with it. And he's also dating my half sister.
And actually, when Rafe started out on the show, he was an orphan. He was supposed to be, and with no other family, but somehow it evolved.
And then
his mom show up, and Ariana, and now his dad's in town, and
Was she excited to see you back, the little girl who plays Ariana, when you came back?
I mean, those girls are so lovely, and I love spending time with them. And so immediately when I first saw them, I didn't know that they could say my name, but apparently Heather, the mom, has been training them. Like she'll sit on the computer with them, saying, "Who's this?" And she'll say, "Christian," or she'll say, "Galen." And then all of a sudden, I'm walking in the hallway and I see them, and they both start yelling, "Camila!" And I'm like, come here. And I just like ate them with kisses.
I just want to say, I was just talking about this actually with my family, just with my daughter and my wife, watching the way that you are with them, the space you've made for them allows them to do stuff on TV that you don't usually see kids that young be okay to do, right?
Right.
The way that they can listen when they need to listen, and the way they're free when they need to be free. That's like a tribute to the care she takes with them as a person.
You can see that. And you can see the little mom thing. I'm not even a mom, I'm a cat mom, but I see the little things that she would do with I take it very serious. I mean, I love children, and I feel very like they gravitate towards me, and I gravitate towards them. And I do spend a lot of time with them. Like as soon as they arrive on set, when I know that they have arrived,
that's good. You're building that relationship with them. And about that little girl, I also noticed with Sammy when she came in after Will, that little girl. I mean, as an actress, I don't know, but she actually reached out and put her arm around, and that really stood out to me. She understood what Sammy's character was going through.
Have you gotten to have scenes with the little girls?
Just one, yeah. Well, I've been around her a bit, but we had one scene where we actually had something between us, and with her example in mind, we spent a lot of time earlier, as much time as we to earlier in the day to kind of make it be okay.
Yeah, and we find little tricks and little things, of course, movie magic tricks and things like that. But the girls were exposed to a lot of like crying and a lot of really scary stuff.
How that affected them. I always wondered that with the young little ones.
I was very when I first started working with them, I was very attuned to children already, and I started working with them when they were 6 months old. Oh my God. But about a year into it, I took a parenting course.
You did?
Yeah. I took a parenting class.
Wow, that's
and
great.
so I learned a lot, and then it just became kind of like this crazy mom thing where I kept telling the producers, listen, every time I work with them, they always see me crying, and it's really starting to bother me because they are getting this vibe from me that I don't like. Because I would work with them, and then all of a sudden they'd be happy, and I would carry them, and they would get sad or quiet, and so I didn't like it. Immediately changed that. I started spending more time with them, happier times, because I knew that there was going to be crying involved. So I always had like a little bit of a strategy. It's a traumatizing career to have when you're a child.
Well, I was wondering that. It's like, to be able to handle that emotional situation.
That's why I don't want to.
Because, in life, little kids, you're trying to shield them from all that all the time. So.
Do you talk to them before you do a scene like that? And do you ever get the idea of make-believe and stuff with that?
I usually work with Sydney a lot, and so the last 3 times I've had scenes, I've told her, I just want to make sure you know that we're just playing pretend, that this is fake, and all of this, and right after I cry, and the scene says cut, I'm like, how are you? Oh my gosh, isn't that fun? I break it like immediately.
Oh, I'm interested in those people books.
How is it like compare taping days versus your Netflix series you're on, The Long Hire? Is it like a total different?
How do you juggle that?
Yeah, the main difference is the amount of time you have. We'll shoot when we shoot Longmire. We'll shoot amazing amount of coverage. We'll shoot everything so many times that by the time you're done with the scene, you've performed it a dozen times, and and they basically can pick from everything you've done.
We see the little foreshadowing and the little
they keep shooting it until something really special happens, and then they walk away. So they have a special from this angle. There's all these.
How they figure out about what pairings to try, and
wonderful kind of moments, and then they can cut it. Whereas we're up against the tyranny of like a time constraint, where the goal is to shoot it once and get it right, and if you don't, maybe you do it twice. But generally the rule is not to spend a lot of time. What I love about this though is it's like being on stage in that if something surprising happens, if something kind of that you didn't expect happens, it doesn't matter that it doesn't match something you shot half an hour ago, right? It's okay, and you can go with it. And it's a lot more like being on stage in that regard. That's a thing I love about working
Sometimes
live.
it's a little like improv, not gonna lie. I mean, we do rehearse a lot, but some people are unpredictable. Sometimes we get on stage and think something just doesn't feel right, and then we change it up last minute, and you kind of just have to go with it.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to help the younger folks that are just coming on that have been sore-assed?
They help me. I'm learning tricks with them.
That are coming in that are playing the older versions, younger characters. Do you feel a little bit like I know where because I see I know we've all noticed like your progression over the years you've been on the show.
That was me 5 years ago.
So you kind of go, hey,
Oh, definitely. But that happens with anybody that even Sal Stowers, she just came on the show. When she first came in, I was like, listen, any question, any concern, any dumb detail that you think is weird or anything, just come knock on my door. You don't even have to knock, just open it. Like I'll be there. So, and I do that. I tell it to anybody that joins the show because it can be overwhelming. You get like a packet of like 50 pages when on your first day, and you're like, what do I do with this?
where's the
The lady that plays our mom, Alma. She comes from a soap opera background in the Spanish world, and she was very frazzled on her first day. She's like, Camila, I have 7 scenes today. What am I gonna do? I'm like,
so we're gonna see
girl,
mother.
what about when you have 17? But she did great. She did great, and with the help of everybody, and we're such a harmonious community that it just everybody pitches in together and we help each other out.
Yeah, it's a safe space to work.
They're finally getting the backstory commented on
For the Hernandez.
It's exciting the way it's all coming together.
It feels good for us.
We've noticed you've had some chemistry with Kate, the little thing going on with Eduardo and Kate.
Yeah. That seemed to be kind of there effortlessly. That's just a measure of how she's like so rock solid, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you watch her over the course of any given month, and it's like there's never a moment that isn't just So that was pretty easy. It was kind of shockingly easy, actually.
Oh wow.
Just sat down and like we hardly even ran it. Our first scene together.
She's amazing to work with. Like I had a storyline with her.
And that was awesome with Allie.
Like little girl here coming from Miami. Oh, here, just work with 2 main people on the show, like Allison Sweeney, Lauren Coslow. And honestly, they made me feel so comfortable, and they were laughing the whole way through and making jokes.
That was such a fun story.
Wasn't that fun?
I'm from Miami.
I got a body through a whole entire
Kate was talking to Debbie about, look, I lost some children. I know how, I don't want you to lose your child. And I think that was really
Thank you.
And then,
okay.
I was just going to ask you quick. I was just saying to Camila that it's amazing how for this deadbeat dad that has disowned 2 families and walked away from him, how rootable you were immediately.
Really?
And how, it just came through.
Oh yes.
And we were all we were excited you were going to be on the show, but we were all like,
wow.
Oh my
just
gosh.
blew us away.
And so, I don't know if you have any thoughts on how you made that happen, or
Cassie and I made that happen, right?
Oh.
I mean,
I wish she was staying because
to me, I just think it's so amazing to actually be able to. I mean, I've admired her for a long time, and I think I played 1 scene with her in one life briefly. But to be able to walk in and you got this history, and you have this primally horrid event, and to actually buy that. But we were so rough with each other. We were very rough with each other. She broke me down. I literally, she literally got my body into like almost the edge of sobbing on day one. And I mean, it's not something that I planned or went for. It just happened, in the space between us. So I mean, that's just the grace of, that's what you always hope will happen. That something between you will be bigger than the both of you put together, and that's what happened.
Oh, that's beautiful. We see it with whatever you're doing, and
We're so lucky to have
Love you on
such great
Facebook
fans.
too.
I think you guys do.
Thank you guys. Thank you. And love you on Facebook. And very passionate and everything. I love you.
We're so glad you're
Everything, yes.
Yeah, definitely. Bye, guys.
Appreciate you saying so.
Oh, you are.
Oh, I think this one's there.
Step into a snowy bonus this winter at BetMGM, the casino born in Vegas. Sign up with BetMGM using bonus code PACasino, and we'll roll out the red carpet for you with a 100% deposit match up to $1,000, plus a $25 casino bonus on the house. Download the BetMGM Casino app today to get in on the action and enjoy Las Vegas excitement right at your fingertips. From popular slots and progressive jackpots to exclusive games and live dealers, BetMGM has it all. Sign up now with bonus code PACasino and have some festive fun this winter on the BetMGM Casino app. BetMGM reminds you to play responsibly and offers resources to help you make appropriate choices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help. Must be 21 plus. Pennsylvania only. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit/bonus bets unless otherwise provided in the applicable terms. Rewards subject to expiration.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.